Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Last episode we took care of the technically that came back again to find Regongar and Octavia, and I had headed back to Tuxdale, our capital, to talk to pretty much just get our party situated again. To replace Regongar with, I think it was a Myri. And then we were gonna head to Varnhold, but as I was there, we received a letter about Varnhold saying that it vanished. So it started chapter 4 here, and the Varnhold vanishing, talking about how the barony had deserted an instant. And so we're gonna rest up here, and we're gonna travel east to Varnhold. It might be a while before we're back in the capital, though. So hopefully we can get finished up before we're needed back in the capital. Alright, but I'll see you in Varnhold. So I was about to leave the capital and we got this happening. I really don't know what it is. Like it didn't let me, it just immediately skipped the phase to choose party members. So I really don't know what's going on. But we're just gonna move up and oh, we got the Guardian of the Bloom again.
Where are you rushing off to, my hound? To face your own death? Why am I here? Kill you? Not today. Believe it or not, but I came here without evil intentions. I've been watching you, my hound. You've escaped my trap. You've destroyed my beautiful Everbloom flower. Such a strong will to live in such a fragile, mortal creature. Once, long ago, it hurt me to see flowers being torn apart by the wind. But today I watch you thrashing like a butterfly caught in a spider web, and I cannot turn my eyes away.
So if you remember last, it was like several episodes ago when we defeated the ever-blooming flower that was plaguing our lands with monsters. It seems that it was her that did it. So you're the one behind the bloom. What have I or my subjects ever done to you?
There was a time when I used to ask myself the same question. What had I and my thousand breaths ever done to them?
Apologies about the
Why had I to endure this? You wrong to
guy
think
with the
that
motorcycle.
Your problems began with you. The ever-blooming flower was created long before your barony was founded. I prepared my weapon long in advance, having no idea what I would turn it against. Everything has a price. Thousands of lives must be turned to dust for a single act of forgiveness.
I have visited the first world and learned something about you and about your curse. So she was cursed. I can't remember by who, but she ended up being cursed.
How?
In the first world.
Asking. My untamed homeworld has many miracles to offer. One can never know what they will reveal, or to whom. So, what do you think of the proud, bitter, fallen nymph now, my hound?
I hold no grudge against you despite everything you've done to me and my people.
How can a ruler so easily shake off the trouble that strikes her realm? I see everything. Soon you will turn to dust, together with your whole barony.
How about telling me your real name?
Names can be weapons in capable hands. You've no need to know my name. No need.
I can't remember. So in the loading screens, it sometimes talks about creatures that if they know your name, they're a lot more powerful. So maybe if we learn her name and we team up with one of these creatures, we can take her down. Anyway, if I am a butterfly caught in a spider's web, what then are you, the spider?
I am the web itself. The moment you took your first step on the road of the stolen lands, you fell under my power.
The trouble in Varnhold, do you have something to do with it?
I can answer, but will you believe me? I have nothing to do with it. But I know who is responsible. I won't tell you, though. Run now towards your death, Hound. Run, Hound, run! I want to see you stumble.
I'll ask again, why are you here? Give me an honest answer. It seems pointless to have a conversation of hints and hidden meanings.
Why shouldn't the mistress visit her pet? Farewell, my hound. You have no idea what powers you've awakened, and now you voluntarily rush into their jaws. If you run your blade down their throats, I won't be disappointed. If you perish, I'll have forgotten you by dawn.
Not fully sure what happened, but she just contacted us. Now we just have to find our way out here. I think this is the first world. How did we get taken here? Or is this our dream? I really don't know. Now, how do we just get out? Oh, there we go. We can go that right out right here. Alright. So she knows what's happening over in Varnhold, but apparently it's not her, which I don't see why she would lie to us. Like, if she did it, then that's what it is. But she told us that she did the Everbloom, which we could have kind of assumed. But we'll have to see what happens from here on out. Alright, but I'll see you in Varnhold. Unless if something else like that happens again. So this isn't Varnhold, but we had an urgent quest from Jubilos and the other gnome or halfling, I can't remember her name. She's the one, Lindsay, to meet up here with for a debate of some sort. Okay, let's see what he said. Nide Zottenropel. Ah, here you are, at last. Go read the rules quickly. They are posted a little further along. The other team's already arrived a while ago. The host said we'll start as soon as you show up and read the rules. So, there's a debate, I believe, and they wanted to come. We'll just have to kind of see what happens. But anyway, Jubilos. Of course, I'm famous enough for my admirers to follow my every move, but still, I'd like to know, how did you know we were coming? The host said so. Well, are you going to keep wasting time? Read the rules and we'll start. So these must be the rules. Well, let's see. I'll read out loud so that everyone can hear. Rules of the inconsequent debate. Year to be added later. I see the authors didn't overstrain themselves. So the rules. Item 1. Obey the host in everything. Item 2. Come in triplets. Item 3. No fighting. No killing each other. Even temporarily. Even if you really want to. Even if you apologize later. Item 4. The most important one. The participant must assume the shape of a giant frog. A frog? What does that have to do with anything? Are those the right rules for the competition? What irresponsible word-mongering... What is this? A frog? Let's look at this. I don't know what to believe. Maybe it's supposed to be like this? So we're just going to leave it like this? I have a better idea. Let Lindsay buy us some time. I'll talk to the other participants. Don't worry about anything. I'll go run to the host and ask him a few questions for my book. It'll buy you some time. You start looking for whoever is responsible for this. Greetings. Are you participating in the debates? Yes, participate. I participate. Amazing. We'll be competing against the inarticulate kin of unforgettable Tartuk. Huge frog, you speak? Can we mount you? I feed you ants. Clean your skin. I am Ryder. A list of all the job offers I've ever received, that will be honorably placed in the I'm ready to cry section. Why do you have those jerboas here there? They say need 3. I know 3. I know friends. Wanted to go very much. Caught this jump mice. Now we are 3. Participate. That's kind of cute. It's like a spell was cast over my friend when he read the rules. Did anything like that happen to you? I don't read. Gnome help me. Read for me. Aloud, but then scream. I scared. So what do you want to ask the host if you win? Hi dragon, how become dragon? Alright, I'll go. See you. And the young wizard desperately thrashed about in his fetters, but all in vain. The shoots of the plants held him tightly. The nymph, cruel and beautiful, sneered at him immediately. And immediately what? And immediately anything. Does this book ever end? I thought the wizard would die in the last chapter while he was running from the horde of unicorns through fields of giant fly traps. Oh, like you understand anything about literature, you stupid toad. Ah, hello again, travelers. It seems I haven't introduced myself. I'm Nerd Zottenropel, and these two idiots are my brothers, VR and Luar. You suffer from the bleaching, don't you? She is dying from the bleaching. It's alright. I've still got a fair bit of fight left in me. The Zottenropels don't go down easy. My brothers and I lost our color long ago, but death still hasn't taken us. The little kobold said one of you helped him read the rules? Yeah, that's true, but he wasn't trying to read the frog rules. They're different on every pull. One turns you into a frog, another makes you say tentacles, and the third one makes you scream like crazy. Hilarious, right? Not remotely. Are you participating in the debates? Sure, although really we're just here to see the show. We figured it would be fun, and we were right. So what did the nymph immediately do to the wizard? It's too much to tell. She keeps him hostage for another 4 chapters. I like it when it's more like real life. In this author's last book, he escapes from the evil wizard in 5 minutes. Never mind, talk to you later. So, who's this? Greetings, I am Sir Alfrey, loyal follower of the Tentacles of Iamde, knight, noble, and crusader from Medev. Tentacles, oh yes. My knightly motto used to be courteous even in death, but I'm afraid it must now be changed to severing the tentacles of evil. Managed to pour more pomposity on this than I can imagine a week. Quite a talent. Are you participating in the debates? I most certainly am, but by my tentacles, I've come here to carry out the will of my tentacles and set a good example for my tentacles, and possibly to find a new way to fight tentacles. That is, demons, if I win. The fate might answer all my tentacles. You don't often meet... I am an Aasimar, but you don't often meet another one in the lands. Aasimars are not so uncommon in our tentacles. Celestials are known to aid Medevian crusaders in our war against the demons. Sometimes this camaraderie sparks a tentacle, personal attraction. But just the presence of a holy celestial nearby can sometimes cause the birth of an Aasimar child. See? He's used tentacles. The tentacles of evil, and why is it that you want to change the motto, sir? You see, upon my arrival, I merely went to read the tentacles of the event. But Guile already had me in its tentacles. The rules were charmed, and everyone who reads them must say tentacles every so often. Which is happening to me just now. Tentacles. If I can't get rid of this affliction, at least tentacles, I can make it into my motto. Do you have any idea who could have done this to the rules? It was done by one of the participants who allowed their tentacles to guide their heart, including you and me and my tentacles. 4 teams of 3 arrived. I swear by my tentacles, my service to the most honest Iamde would never allow such tentacles, nor would I suspect you and your outstanding companions, noble tentacles all. Look for the villain among the other 2 teams. So you're a Mendevian crusader? Truly spoken. I hope you have heard about our glorious tentacles. Our order fights demon fearlessly, preventing their tentacles from spreading across the world. Before you leave, let me ask you, and in the name of tentacles, don't consider it idle curiosity. Winnie brought you to the tentacle debates. That would be me. I asked for the Baroness's help in the tentacles. In this endeavor, because Winnie will let us ask what made the tentacles. What caused the gnomes to leave the first world. For me, these tentacles are something more than mere scientific curiosity. I'm amazed at how inquisitive the tentacles of your mind are, sir. I admit, it's the first tentacles I've ever talked to such a learned frog. Tentacles. Forgive me my ignorance, but it's never even crossed my feeble tentacle that there are educated ones among your race. For the love of Desna, I'm not a frog. Let it be known to you, sir, that you are speaking to Jubilos Narthropel, well-known publicist and researcher, the shape of the consequence of a silly prank. I am a gnome, and that is why I'm participating in the debates, to learn how my race received the affliction called the bleaching, and discover a way to fight it. In that case, I wish our worthy rivals good tentacles, in the name of truth, justice, and tentacles. I don't want to say tentacles ever again. Oh, these kobolds, the only... Like... Why are you calling the frogs your brothers? These fools read the rules, and the rules are charmed. Anyone who reads them turns into a frog, so now I have 2 frog brothers. I guess I'll leave them as they are. When else will I ever have a chance to laugh so much? And why are they both frogs? Did they read them together? Yes. Nah. Shut up, Luar. Of course we did. We read them and we transformed. Now we're singing and croaking. You are confused, my friends. If one of you read the rules for the kobold, why isn't one of you screaming? How is it that both of your brothers were turned into frogs? And if Nerd always saw what happened and knew the rules were charmed, then why did she tell us to read them? Do you suspect us of something? Why would we charm the rules or read them ourselves? Or maybe you read them and put a spell on you? Because you're gnomes. Only a gnome could think of playing a joke on everyone around, and then joyfully get caught in their own prank. You're far-sighted and loud-voiced. I like you. Answer clearly. Did you charm the rules? Why are you picking on us? Our sister is the one who did it. Enough snitching, Laura. You're just jealous that it was Nerd who came up with the idea. Stop this immediately and release Jubilos from the spell. Croak. Croak, croak. We're just stupid frogs and we understand nothing. You think I won't... Ooh. You think I won't use force despite the rules about non-aggression? Lift the spell or else. I spent so much time getting this prank ready. If you only knew how hard it is when there's almost no color left in you. Fine. Here you go. We rolled a nat 20 plus the 20 skill. Wow. Ah, there you are. Glad I found you. I stalled for as long as I could, but now it's time to begin. Let's go quickly. Alright, the host. Welcome to the inconsequent debates. You can call us the host. We are the reason for all that happens here today. You've read the rules, have you not? Not that there is anything useful in them. We only made up the real rules the day after tomorrow. Then forget them and had to make new ones. So it's simple. You want, as your reward, for us to answer a question. So the competition will involve answering questions. We ask and one in each triplet answers. And always the same one. The others can only prompt. Let's see. It will be you, little kobold. You, Sir Alfred. You, Nerd. And you, Ciana. Remember one thing, here at the Inconsequent Debates, there are no right or wrong answers. Every answer has weight, and each will be weighed. Don't choose the lightest one. Your rival might find a heavier argument, and most importantly, light answers are no fun for us. Tell us, why do you creatures from the first world need to organize all this? When the competition asks, those are the rules of the game, right? Hell no, we are not wasting a precious question to discover the motives of the Fae and their lords. I don't have the imagination to think how absurd and silly their answers might be. Why are you referring to yourself in the plural, host? You know very well, you met us, Ciana, but it was a different us at a different time. For now, be satisfied that we do not wish to disclose ourselves. Okay, let's begin. Begins. We are ready, despite the tentacles. Alright, let's see how tough they have it in the first world. Some of you look so serious, thus we'll begin with a question about weighty matters. What can move a mountain? Jubilos, Quincy, what's our answer? Well, I shouldn't have skipped my philosophy lessons at the academy. Such problems baffle me. It's not because I can't think of an answer, but because I think of 1,000 of them at once, and don't know where I can hide from them. Let's see. We're dealing with Fae in the first world, and they told us clearly that trivial answers won't cut it. I think the good answer is its own will. In the first world, mountains often change positions, and there are at least one that does it of its own free will. That's Olas, one of the tame, the walking mountain. Its own will. We heard you. What will the others say? What can move a mountain? Maybe dragon? Dragon can move mountain. Faith in divine intervention. Do you hear, my faithful tentacles? Faith nourishes us. With devout faith in our tentacles, in a righteous cause, everything is within our tentacles. A teleportation spell. I could probably manage moving a hill or two. In fact, that gives me an idea. We have heard you. Now you hear us. Of course, gods and magic can move mountains, but that answer is good for any question. How can one jump over the house? Magic. How to paint a fence yellow using blue paint? Divine intervention. Such light answers are the weakest. A good answer is its own free will. Will and desire lie at the base of all of our motions, action, and decisions. If a mountain has a will, it will surely find a way to move. That was an interesting round. Let the next question be heard. What weakens when owned by many and dies if owned by none? What weakens when owned by many and dies if owned by one? Secret. Jubos? That's no brainer, it's gory. It can't belong to many because then it's devalued, and it can't belong to no one either. I was thinking a secret. I'm gonna go with Jubilos' option. I don't know this. Maybe it's dragon? It's a knight's heart. I swear by my tentacles I can belong to myself or to his righteous cause, or to his greatest tentacles. It can't belong to everybody. Look how I can roll my eyes. Fools, concentrate on the competition. This won't do. We won't accept the answer from the Zod and Ropal triplet this round. But you are a spectacular eye roller. Now as for the other answers, the heart is not the best answer. Even among knights, there are many whose hearts belong to a beautiful woman, and a beloved mother, plus their friends, their commander, their righteous cause, and a delicious lunch. Especially a delicious lunch. And it doesn't seem that those hearts that belong to many grow any weaker. Glory is a poor answer. Only an extremely egoistic person who does not wish to share credit could think it shouldn't belong to many. One's own glory does not diminish anyone else's. We were almost prepared to agree on the dragon, but alas, no one gains victory in this round. Here's the third question. Each of us is born at the same time with a monster. Each day we live, it grows, it can torment, bring us joy, or kill without a single wound. What is it? What do you say, Jubilos? Consider it's asked by a representative of the Fae. The answer could be anything from singing to the love of pastries. But let's think logically. The last part of the riddle can easily be ignored because just about anything in the world can aid or ruin you depending on the circumstances. When it's important is that the riddle clearly points to some quality or property of a living creature, something that is born with us. Another point, it grows. I would say knowledge. Each new day brings something new, so our knowledge of ourselves and the world keeps growing. For some, though, this process is ridiculously slow. I think it's ambition. We have heard you. What will the others say? What is the monster? Maybe it's dragon? It's curiosity. It is born with us. It grows day by day. It saves us from the bleaching, and if you only knew how many it's killed. I don't know if the answer will do, but the greatest tentacles is the one that lives inside us. We grow a tentacles beast in our soul. We feed it with wrath, neglect, and tentacles. Eventually it could break free and kill us, but tentacles must admit, the same beast gives strength to villains and tentacles. The poisons we feed our monsters only nourishes them. Interesting answers, except for the dragon. The dragon doesn't count. Alas, curiosity is also insufficient. The monster we describe must be its own nature grow. Many see their curiosity dim over the years. The same thing can be said of ambition. Many have none, and many lose it over time. We have only one answer that fits our terms to some degree. The inner beast. Sir Alfred, you win this round. One final trial and we will sum up the results. I grow tired of questions. Do you know the game Knight Dragon Snag? The knights defeat the dragon burns the snag, but if the knight walks in the woods, he will stumble on the snag and die. That's why the snag defeats the knight. Great. These are the inconsequent debates. Why not play a game? So you break up into pairs and yell out your chosen words at the signal. The one who shouts knight defeats the one who shouts dragon. The one who shouts dragon defeats the one who shouts snag. And snag defeats knight. We'll play Sir Alfred against the kobold and Nerds on Ropal against the Baroness. The winners will then play each other. Is the first pair ready? Yell on 3. 1, 2, knight, dragon. This was all too predictable but charming in a way. It's a good thing we didn't look around. It's much more fun to see it unfold like this. Sir Alfred wins. Now for the second pair. Are you ready? 1, 2. So what they say? Dragon and knight. Dragon. We both yell dragon. Ty, let's go again. On 3. 1, 2. Dragon. I meant to cheat but didn't have time to think of how. Dragon 1, 1, 1. So the Baroness wins. Now the winner against the winner. The Baroness against the knight. 1, 2. Tentacles. We cannot but pronounce the Baroness the winner of this round, and now it's time. Time to announce the winner of the debates. After 4 tests, the triplet of the Baroness and Sir Jubilos wins. It was most amusing, children. Most amusing. You should know that this is rare praise from us. Congratulations, sir and ladies. I swear by my tentacles, it was a worthy struggle. Baroness, as the voice of your triplet, you may ask us the one question promise, and another question besides that, as an extra reward for the ingenuity or luck you demonstrate in the competition. Ciana, do you remember the fate of the note? Have a silence spell, May. Haha, I love it. Now what's he going to do? Come, brothers, let's run. I want to know why, now everything is in your hands, Ciana. Think well upon your questions. We will answer honestly, but I don't know is also an honest answer. Ask about what a host from the first world might know. I want to know why the gnomes left the first world. There is a question. We knew it would be asked, but a simple answer, blunt answer, has no value, right? We hope our debates convince you of this. That is why we present to you another answer, a good one, a valuable one. Numbers will help you on your way. One of them is 5th in 10. It will be easy to find if you read, who opened the road for the ancient dead man and his black-feathered messenger. The second is a dozen time in a dozen, and is thrice the number of those who lost their faces. Don't try to guess it now. It's not yet time. Wait until he who is born twice will twice be defeated. Put the two numbers together when the moon leaves her path. Near the waters of the Candlemere, find the one who will open the secret. Instead of first walk the road, then you may accuse us of being senseless, but in the end, you won't. I want to know about the affliction, the bloom that fell on my barony. Oh, that's an easy one. Or is it? Once, a very powerful creature from the first world unwisely provoked the rage of those who are 100-fold mightier. She was cursed and sent here, to Galerion, to the Stolen Lands. Without getting into too much detail, her curse afflicts the locals as well. To put it simply, your troubles will not cease until you've dealt with this uninvited guest. Anyway, we have discussed this further in your tomorrow and my yesterday. That was your final question. We have the answer, and yet we don't. But what an adventure, Ciana. We'll have to discuss this further on our return to the capital. Farewell, Ciana, and we almost forgot. You, little creature. You didn't win, but you managed to make us laugh. Do you want to come with us? No promises you'll turn into a dragon, but still. Take my friends? Yes? Alright, fine. Listen all, the inconsequent debates are now closed. We spare all of you the effects of the Zoanropal tricks, and bid you farewell. Interesting. Alright. That was sure something. So, this video didn't go how I thought it was going to go, but we're actually going to end the episode here. Next episode, we should be going to Varnhold, unless there's something else that is time sensitive comes up. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.